iPadOS 18 does not unlock the full potential of the iPad Pro. It's a shame, but this update did bring some nice features. Most of them are also available on iOS 18. So in this video, I'll focus on my top 5 features that take advantage of the iPad's larger display. Okay, it took Apple 14 years to bring the calculator app to the iPad. It looks like a scaled up version of the iPhones, but there's some little tools sprinkled in. The first one being a dedicated delete key. I'm guessing this was added because most people didn't know you can swipe left to delete. When you open calculator, it'll say AC or all clear, but as soon as you start typing numbers, it'll turn into a delete key. And you can always press and hold this to clear everything. The second tool is a history. Up until now, you can only do one calculation and you need to redo it if you forget. So when you tap on the icon in the top left, your history will slide in. You'll see a list of your recent calculations, and a tap and hold will bring up some options. There's copy expression, copy result, and delete. And a swipe left gives you quick access to copy result or delete. To do a mass delete, just tap edit and delete all. Besides the basic calculator, there are other modes when tapping the icon in the bottom left. There's scientific for complex problems, math notes, which I'll get to in a minute, and convert for unit conversions. And there's a bunch you can choose from like area, data, force, length, pressure, temperature, and volume. So if you want to do a quick conversion, let's try area, acre, and square mile. The coolest feature is math notes, and all you need to do is write out an expression. It could be a math problem, or maybe you're trying to do a conversion. Whatever it is, just write it down and add an equal sign, and you'll get the answer in seconds. This would have been useful when I was in school. In addition to writing expressions, you'll also be able to assign values to different variables and calculate your equations or graphs in real time. It's a little buggy, but it's still pretty neat. All of your handwritten calculations can be found in Calculator or the Notes app, and they'll also be available on iPhone and Mac. If you're interested in my iOS 18 video, I'll leave it in the cards and link it in the description box below. Alright, next up is Notes. This is probably the best free note-taking app given how you can easily write down your thoughts, ideas, or lists. And in iPadOS 18, it's getting even better, especially with the Apple Pencil. If your handwriting is not as nice as you want it to be, or it just looks like chicken scratch, the new Smart Script feature makes your handwritten notes more legible while adopting your own personal style. And this is possible thanks to the on-device machine learning models. And here's how it works. You just go ahead and write whatever you want, however you want it. Then select your text and tap the 3 dots. With Refine and Straighten, your iPad will then mimic your handwriting and tweak it to be more legible and straighter. It could get annoying doing this every time, but you can have the iPad do this automatically. Open the Tools palette, tap the 3 dots, then the gear icon, and toggle on Auto Refine Handwriting. It's really cool, but it gets even cooler with autocorrect. So when you misspell a word, it will be underlined with a dotted blue line. Tapping that with your finger will correct it, and it'll also be in your own handwriting style. But how about if you want to erase an entire sentence? Just scratch it out, and everything else you've written will readjust to the edits you made. And if you miss something while writing, adding it is as simple as dragging the existing text with the Apple Pencil. These might seem like tiny little things, but these features really enhance the user experience. And for the last feature in Notes, live audio transcription. You now have the ability to add audio recordings right in your notes. Open a new note, tap the paperclip, then record audio. And if you tap the quote bubble, you'll see a live transcription of your recording. This would also be good for school since it'll give a brief summary of what was recorded. On top of that, your transcriptions will also be searchable, and you can combine them with other documents. And real quick, the Notes app supports highlighting to make your text stand out, and there's also collapsible sections to hide those blocks of text and keep your notes looking simple and clean. So I want to quickly mention some small changes, which are also available on iOS 18. You can completely redesign your home screen by placing apps and widgets anywhere you want. Apple's also bringing a new dark mode for its native apps, as well as some other third-party apps if the developer updates it. And you can add a tint to them to match your wallpaper, or pick another color of your choice. Apps can also be locked or hidden with Face ID or Touch ID. Control Center was also redesigned with new groups and a new continuous swipe for easy access. Most of the controls can be resized and you can place them anywhere. Messages is getting new ways to express yourself by using different formatting and text effects. There are also updates to Tapback with color reactions and the ability to react with any emoji or sticker. Also, you'll now be able to schedule a message to send at a later time. This only works with iMessage though. There's also a new game mode that allows you to minimize background activities so your game can run as fast and smooth for a longer period of time. The audio latency with AirPods are also reduced, and gaming controllers are more responsive than before. Some apps like the App Store have a new floating tab bar, which makes it look a lot cleaner, and other apps like Home can have the tab bar morph into a sidebar. As a family tech support, Apple added a very nice update to SharePlay. You'll be able to interact in screen sharing by tapping or drawing. You'll see a live preview of their screen, and whatever you tap and draw on your screen will appear on theirs. So you no longer need to do a screen record to help your family and friends. And if they need more assistance, you can have full control of their device with permission, of course. Freeform is an app I don't use often, but there are two new features. The first one is Scenes. It lets you organize your board by sections, so you can jump around with ease. This will make things a lot faster than scrolling around, especially when you're making a presentation. You can also rename your scenes, making them even easier to find. Diagrams and layouts got some nice improvements. You can now connect images, shapes, or text with one another, and everything will now align properly by grid snapping. Maybe we'll see a big update next year that takes advantage of the M-series chips found in the iPad. But until then, the iPad is still an iPad. What do you think about the new features in iPadOS 18? Let me know your favorite in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you'll be notified when I post new videos. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!